Hello there, this is Ron Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Do some black women live in an alternate reality? Yeah. Now, this video first is brought to you by Ron Wills about that business. Oh yeah, I'm gonna plug that joint for a while until subscribe. Just click that subscribe thing. Check out the couple videos I have. Like I said, I won't post like every day, but I'll be giving y'all 3 or 4 videos a week, right? So anyway, back to the subject of this video, and it came to me. It's in response to a comment by one of my posters, Joseph Monroe, one of my homies from DC. Northeast DC. Yeah, you know what's up, bro. Anyway, let me read this comment that he had. He wanted me to address. He said, "One major requirement of black women is to date a man, black man with a stable income. In what reality has a black men in America ever had a stable income, 2 to 3 jobs and a side hustle, stable mindset, racism, stable childhood, drug addicted parents? In your opinion, how have black women been able to live in an alternate reality from black men? And do you think that this false reality is the reason why it will be extremely hard to reconnect with our women?" And I thought it was a very good question, because it kind of touches on some stuff I've talked about and touched on in different videos here and there. And that's that people in general might have an unrealistic expectation of their mates or the people that they want to date. Now, the reason why I say it's some black women, I got to qualify that. I really do, because there's some sisters out there. They really are, who are very realistic and who are trying to build with a man. That being said, you still have some sisters out there who expect to meet a man or expect some man to fall in love with him, and he got everything going on. Now, I'm not a person to say, and this is just Rom. I'm not a person to say anything stopping us from making money. My thing is, there's always going to be some type of obstacle. You just got to get around it. That being said, you still have to do something. You still have to build. And you have some sisters out there who they want the man to have it all. Plenty of them do. Those 89 and 92 octanes, as the master teacher BGS would call them. They want that man to have it all together. He got his business going, he got his degrees, all of this stuff, right? But they don't want to be there while he's building it. Now, many sisters are able to live in this reality because you have a lot of things out there supporting it. You have a lot of they support many. The ones who do support each other, and it's like, yeah, girl, don't go for that struggle love. Yeah, he need to have this. He need to have that credit right. I'm like, okay. And if you really look at those women, most of the time they're alone because they're not realistic. First of all, it's unrealistic to think that a man is just going to pick any old woman after he done worked hard to get something. Yeah, that's not realistic. And also, it's some deeper stuff with that, right? It's some real deeper stuff with that. One, and this is an overall cultural thing, and this is one of the arguments that many brothers have been making on YouTube, in general, social media, just in life, in the barbershops. Many women don't support the men or support enough men in business or support enough black businesses to really create those jobs for the men that they want to have the money. Case in point. Case in point. I remember a few years ago there was a big hoo-ha about the Koreans controlling the black hair care industry. Now, who supports that almost like 90%, close to 100%? That's almost black women. Now they empowering these Koreans. Now, one of my mentors, and I got a story about a story from him, but one of my mentors pointed out if that same money that supported the hair care industry went to black businesses, he actually put the argument forth that every single black man in America would have a job. I mean, just in the hair care industry, I mean, buying all these weaves, all these perms, to change their hair and stuff, is actually disempowering black men and sending some Korean kids to school. And I'm gonna tell you, I even have a story for that. I remember years ago, like my co-parent, she wears her hair natural. When we were married, she wears her hair natural. That's one of the reasons we were together. She never in her entire life put a perm in her hair, but she will straighten it on occasion, like rare occasions, like if she need to cut it or something. Just the way she has it, it's just easier to cut if she straightens it. I remember she had to do that one time, and we had to get a curling iron, right? And I went to this hair care store, Korean-owned, young Korean guy in his 20s, right? He's actually telling me the proper setting to use. He said, yeah, put it on this setting and all of that. And that always struck me. So, many times you get women out here, they say they want the men to have money, but the businesses being supported are like from non-blacks. And I know somebody would say, somebody smart mouth would say, well, you went to that business. Well, there wasn't a black-owned hair care store to find just to get what I needed. And there have been some people who try to open up some stuff, but it's not supported. And that's an overall cultural thing. That's an overall cultural thing we have to deal with. If you want something, you gotta support it. Every women in other cultures support their men. It ain't that they just build it. I mean, plenty of men have built stuff, but they still need the support. Because like I said, I got another story with it. I remember my mentor. Now, he was at a book. He was selling products. He was selling products at this seminar, right? And even though he was the featured speaker at the seminar, there was also a white woman there. Now, this is mostly black women, right? But you get this one white lesbian woman there, right? And she was providing some service. Now, all these sisters at this thing, given by this brother, they paid money. They supported the white woman, gave her all this money, but didn't have money left for the brother. And it was so bad. A couple sisters did call the other ones out on it, like, how y'all gonna do that? But then when that same brother doesn't have money to take a woman on some little trite date, they gonna get mad. And see, and this is an important issue. If you want something, you gotta be willing to pay for it, or you gotta be willing to help build with the man. You can't expect some man to have to have it together, then all of a sudden want you. And getting back to the original question, he was like, well, how they been able to live in this reality? Like I said, too much support. And, the second part of his question was, do you think this false reality is the reason why it would be extremely hard to reconnect with the women? Yes. If you have one person trying to do something and they approaching it one way, and then you have another person have some expectation, boom, it's going to be a hard reconnection. Now, like I said, some women, I'm really qualifying that, man. And I'm going to really do that in any video, because there's some sisters, they know. And they got you. There's some sisters. But the problem is you have another group of sisters, shoot, they want it all. They want it all right away. They don't feel like they should struggle or anything. Now, it's hard to connect with some man if, they think, well, he don't have any money. like I used an example in one of my videos. I think it was one of my pay videos too, but it's just as I told people on my private site, some of these things start to blur together. But if a woman is looking for a man and she wants him to have everything together, and that's her perception, that's her reality, the truth of the matter is she's so busy looking for it. Not only is she passing over guys who might not be there yet, but she's passing over guys who might actually be there but might not look like it. And that makes it because you get a lot of many brothers who are smart enough not to show that they have money. I heard about this one black billionaire. I forgot this dude's name because they couldn't really confirm he was actually a billionaire, but he said he drove an ordinary car. In fact, a lot of many millionaires, many billionaires actually have the money, but they don't show it. And see, that wanting to have that man with the money, right? And like, if the man doesn't show it, a woman just say pass by him. She just say, oh, he just wearing some ordinary shoes, or he ain't fly or something. He ain't flashy. That's why personally I go out my way not to look like I have anything, but trust me, I got a lot more than I let on. But I prefer people don't see that. So yeah, it's tough because most often when you have two different groups, a significant part of two different groups, and they both on different wavelengths, no, you gonna pass, and the ships are gonna pass in the night. They ain't gonna be able to make it, and that reconnection is going to be very hard. The only thing that could bring it together is just being realistic and really changing the value system. And for many women, quite frankly, they either, if they really want that guy who's already made it, quite frankly, they're gonna have to hit the gym. They're gonna have to be sexually gorgeous, because that's the only thing they could possibly present to that guy. Now, the smart women, that's why I say there's some women. Now, some sisters, they'll get out there and they'll work right alongside that brother. And in most cases, that brother will hold on to him. In most cases. No, I don't count those pro athletes who get up there and then they upgrade. There's only a few of them. I'm talking about those guys who got to build up from some business on a straight start off, like I talk about in my in a video on Ron Wills about that business about vending. You get those dudes who might have started off from some little vending stand and they got a store. And I actually know some big guys like that. I know guys who started out like small, no storefront, and ended up having stores, restaurants, whatever. Started out with maybe that one little dilapidated house and now got a big real estate portfolio owning half a block. Women realistically got to say, hey, they trying to work, they trying to be there during that. And in most cases, the brother's going to stay. Those are realistic ones. Now, the unrealistic ones, hey, they in la la land. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm going to tell you the truth. For the brothers listening to this, you can't really do anything with them. I don't care if they even have a fat ass, though. Just keep walking. Don't deal with them. They in la la land. Find the ones who are realistic. So, anyway, that was my thoughts on that question. I want to thank my brother Joseph Monroe for submitting the question. So anyway, right, that's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.